From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day. With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. And his first look is incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Kramer. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Spiller will score. Touchdown, Chargers. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Short throw to Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Bengals at 12-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And Burrow going to change the play. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they...
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They juked him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Dumps it off for Spiller. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd down and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To the air again, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Kramer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Herbert on first down now. And it's incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Burrow will throw. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking deep here for Chase. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. Going up top. On Herbert, his third interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Gun. Cut.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Burrow looking to pass. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
To number 5, T. Higgins. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Running right, here's Brown. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. An inside give, Brown. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On third down, Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They go play action with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Burrow on play action. This is Smith with a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Brown. Breaks it. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Down to about the 37.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Herbert changing things up. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Herbert. And now here is another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. The part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. In this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Burrow. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Herbert going to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now 1st and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run here with Spiller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing, Herbert. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 28.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zipped on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.